Time now for a look at the Mayor's Chair. Once a week, we check in with local mayors to see what's happening in their community and some of the situations they're dealing with. Joining us tonight in the Mayor's Chair in studio is Mayor Ryan Bignucolo from the beautiful Township of Chapleau. Mayor Ryan, welcome.
Thank you very much.
I want to start with highway safety. We're hearing a lot from your counterparts all up along Highway 11, talking about the conditions, talking about improvements. Where do you sit on that, and what's it like in around Chapleau?
We're getting a lot of traffic that we don't normally see traveling, as they're using it as a shortcut, so they're coming through and cutting through the Sultan Industrial Road. So we see a lot of there. We've had a lot more accidents this year on the road. Unfortunately, it's newer drivers, not local to our community. I think we need to do a better job as a country during the process when people are getting a new license to teaching them how to drive with snow. You know, there's just different things in Northern Ontario when you drive up there that you got to pay attention to. And I find that the licensing, people are getting on dry pavement and not used to the dangers that we have up there.
Well, speaking of the snow, I know you and I were talking off camera, and it felt like every night I was given a poor weather warning to the poor people of Chapleau. You got to be pretty proud of how the staff facilitated that this year, because they had more than their fair share.
Oh, we did a lot of overtime hours. The guys were quite good. It was a challenging winter. We haven't had one of those since the mid-90s, as I recall, and it came in heavy.
Well, let's talk about homes. A lot of communities right now trying to attract to their communities, trying to tell people to come up. What are some of the challenges you face in Chapleau? Because what's your big pitch about Chapleau? Because, I mean, natural resources right now is under pressure with trade and everything. And then there's the whole situation around homes.
We need houses. We're at the point where you can't find a place to rent in town and you can't buy a home. And when there is a home that comes up, it goes for top dollar. Makes it hard for the youth to get a starter house. They're just not out there. People buy them right away, and there's a race to get them. And we just need help with the government. We need a better program to get people started and to get going on that. And also, immigration ties into that. We've got a lot of new Canadians moving to Chapleau now. No place to stay. Very, very competitive with the housing with the new mine that we have. Newmont, which was just sold to Discovery Silver, is now the Dome. They rent a lot of our places in the community, so it's very, very tight for housing. Need some help with that, and we're working with the government on those things. How
important is it to have a reliant partner in Queen's Park? Because I know a lot of the stuff you're talking about are Queen's Park or the federal government's responsibilities.
Yeah, very, and it is getting better. I mean, we just had an election provincially. We went blue for the first time in our area. So I've been talking to Bill out of Thessalon that got elected. You know, he's going to come for a visit. He'll see and understand the issues. He used to be a mayor in Thessalon himself, so I mean he understands what's going on. And we have the federal one coming on Monday, and you know, hopefully that'll be positive for our community, and we can work with the government to do bigger and better things.
Finally, we're down to 30 seconds, but I know Chapleau very reliant on natural resources. We're seeing a lot of trade war, tariffs talk right now. What do you say to those maybe worried, or is there anything you can do to reassure those worried about their future in Chapleau?
Well, we had a good hurricane season down in Florida, so I mean the price of lumber is pretty stable. They're buying a lot from everywhere, so they're going to continue to supply. So I mean there are still a lot of houses going up across Ontario. We haven't seen the full impact of that yet. And one thing about mining, as inflation and tariffs go, so does the price of gold. So thankfully we have that on our side. So, you know, I think it's very, very tense times for the community, but I think, you know, we as Canadians, we survive. We will survive. We always survive as a small community.
I love that. Mayor Ryan, thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's Mayor Ryan Bignucolo from the beautiful Township of Chapleau.